We have 2 visitor centers. Okay, one's on the plaza, one's south of town. People call us, they text us, they send us social media messages. They have yet to write a musical song and send it to us, but they ask us these questions. I'm now deputizing you guys as volunteers to help me in the segment we call We Get Questions. Okay. You got this. This is so easy. And here's the neat thing. Because you're volunteers, you're not actually expected to know all the answers, so you can say, can you help me?
I certainly did not know the answers the last time. Yeah.
He did a great job. He did a great job. So what I do is I listen to the questions we get. We just write them down. But also, if you have something from your own personal experience, like back in Berkeley or Brooklyn, then you can also just say, oh, I don't know that for Sonoma, but I know it for where I'm from. Okay? So here we go.
Tell me that last time.
I know. I was feeling mean to you. Well, whatever. So here's a question. Someone came in. They're visiting from San Jose, and they're looking for picnic items. Are there places where we can buy picnic items in Sonoma Valley?
I would check out one of the farmers markets.
That's an amazing idea. That's right. One of the amazing farmers markets is a good idea. I can also state the Sonoma Market is a grocery store.
Sonoma Market is great. Yeah,
good one. They have all sorts of stuff right there. So,
and I think is it a branch of that's in Glen Ellen, that's closer to the Hannah Center.
Good job.
Yeah, that's where I sometimes go shopping when I have to do it in 10 minutes back and forth to rehearsals.
The Glen Ellen.
Yeah, the Glen Ellen Market. Yeah,
we're so clever here. We have the city name and then market afterwards. So you're right, Glen Ellen Market and Sonoma Market both have really good picnic selections.
Yeah.
Cheeses, the olives, all the accoutrement. So good. See, that was easy, right?
Yeah.
That was so easy. If I'm going to, if I'm in New York, what's that place that everyone goes to? It's like the Upper West.
I mean, there are so many places.
Zabar.
Right? Yeah, just a few.
There's Zabars, there's Fairway. There's always a Whole Foods somewhere.
Yeah. Where do people picnic in Central?
Central Park is a popular spot, or if you're in Brooklyn, Prospect Park is beautiful.
Prospect Park, yeah.
Or if you live up where I live and all of the other musicians in New York, if you go north of Washington Heights, there's this really beautiful park called Fort Tryon Park.
Okay.
And it actually has an extension of the Met Museum in it.
Oh.
But I love this park because you can both see the water and incredible views of Manhattan because it's on a hill. So.
Oh, wow, that's kind of cool.
Yeah,
okay, Fort what?
Fort Tryon.
Fort Tryon Park.
Yeah.
Okay. Eric, same question. If I'm in the East Bay, I want to go for a picnic. I'm not on a bike though. Where do you go?
Let's see. Well, there's a lot of parks like this is for biking too, but Tilden Park is right near where we are, and that's a beautiful place, I'd say, for a picnic. And if you have little kids, you can go to the steam trains at the top of the.
That's right.
I've never actually been on, but I've seen them going by. I'm obviously having a great time on those.
That's right. Yeah. Is that where Lake Chabot is, or am I crazy? Or is it
no, Lake Chabot is somewhere else. That's further, I think, sort of more southeast. But
okay, yeah. So
that's nice too. Lake Chabot's nice.
That is a nice spot up there. So Tilden Park, I remember that from I think we went camping. Believe it or not.
It was Lake Anza. Lake Anza's in Tilden.
Yeah. So I remember as scouts, we went up there at Tilden once. So I thought we were so far away. Like, wait a minute, Berkeley is right there. We're not that far away. Okay, next question. This is pretty good. You might know this one too. We're looking for a sandwich. Where's a good place for a sandwich?
Ooh.
Oh. You kind of already answered one.
Do I know the answer?
You can say Glen Ellen Village Market.
Oh, well, so the Glen Ellen Village Market. Sure. Yeah, they do.
You could also, if you were into a wrap.
Yeah, go for it.
Spread.
Spread.
Oh, spread is great.
You've discovered spread, have you?
I have, and I love Lebanese food.
Yeah.
And
great spot.
Amazing.
Christina Topham. They also have these fries that have, I'm going to miss za'atar, whatever, the spice on it. It's
za'atar is great. That's a wonderful
good.
thing. If you are in the Glen Ellen area, which I know because it's so close to Hannah Center, and this is actually, I think, still in Sonoma or maybe Boys Hot Springs, but at the corner of Madrone and Arnold Drive, there's a burrito taco place. It's really good. It's just like, it looks like a store, but it's those are good things.
Eric, that is a deep cut. That's locals only know that. I am so impressed.
Well done.
They have great tacos and sandwiches.
Yeah.
Eric, holy crap! You're like, I don't know if I'm going to answer all these questions.
Well, I'm doing better this year. What can I say?
For the past 11 months, he's been stalking all the.
Yeah, right. I've been nervous about this interview all year.
But people do come in and they ask us these questions, so that was great. Do you have another one for the sandwich? Or you're good.
I think I'm going to stick with spread.
Okay, no,
I feel very confident with that.
It's fantastic, and it is odd. People come in, they ask us all sorts of questions. So today, someone came in and they said, "Can you please just help us settle a question?" Is a viola just a large violin, or is a violin just an undersized
They
viola?
did not ask that.
They do. It's
Did they?
what are the odds?
Did
what
they
are
really?
people come in and they ask me all sorts of questions, Rose. What are the odds? So could you? So I can tell them what's the
Yeah.
right answer.
Okay, so it's slightly larger than the violin, lower in register,
Okay.
and we usually play a different role in chamber music groups. So, like violin, first violin in chamber music's always going to have the melody a lot of the time. We're kind of the inner workings
Got it.
of it. And actually, I have this great. I think friends of Sonoma will appreciate this. When I was like 13 and I had just switched to viola from violin, I was having a tough time because people like to make viola jokes. And I was very
What?
sensitive teenager.
Right.
You
Oh
know?
yes, of course.
And someone said, a string quartet is kind of like a bottle of wine. So you have the first violin who, way back in the old days, quartets were always named after the first violinist, or often. So they said, no, the first violin's kind of like the label of the wine.
Okay.
The cello, there's the bass register,
Right.
kind of really lays the foundation for the quartet. The cello's like the bottle,
Okay.
but the viola and the second violin are the wine.
Oh.
So I've always stuck with that. So
You're
yeah.
the reason people come back for another sip.
Yeah.
Is the actual
Exactly.
viola.
Yeah.
Okay, I like
Yeah.
that.
So, but we're like, the darker mid-register.
Okay.
And viola is the favorite string instrument of composers.
Yes.
It is.
Mozart, Dvorak, many
Good.
other composers also love to play the viola because they were in the inside of the music, not experiencing the inner workings of it, and I
Yeah.
think they liked that. Yeah.
You get a lot of like really juicy harmonies when you're viola. It's nice.
I wish you were there to answer this question when these people came in and asked this. That would be amazing. But this is a good answer, and I will let them know.
Yay, good.
Next time someone walks in and asks me this question, I was shocked at what are the odds. So good job. Another question we got. Do you have a map of California?
Oh, I do not.
A paper map of California?
Yeah, people wanted that.
I don't even know if I have a paper map of California anymore. I probably do.
I have good news for you. If you were standing in the visitor center, they're right there on the second
Oh,
floor.
nice.
So you
Yeah.
would have had one.
Yeah.
So we do have a paper map of California. These people were driving up and down the coast. So they wanted to just kind of visualize California. And I kind of, New York, as you know, New York State, where you're born, kind of weird. It's actually a really big state.
It is huge.
But it's kind of rectangular, so it kind of fits on a map. California
is like,
yeah, it's the Chile of states. So it's actually on one side is Northern California, one side is Southern California. And poor Monterey doesn't know what it is. It's just right there in the middle. But yeah, okay, so we do have a map of California. Final question we got, and you're going to have to indulge me for this bad bit of acting. Ready? We're here from Boston for a wedding. We're riding around today. So where can we park our bikes? Did you guys get my
Where
Boston?
can we
Park
park
our
our
bikes.
bikes?
Park our bikes.
Park our bikes.
Did I pronounce Boston correctly? Boston.
Boston.
Going to Donkeys.
Where do you park it? You can pretty much park it anywhere, can't you? I mean, there's so
You
many.
can. Bicycles you can park anywhere.
I would say just make sure you lock it.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
We're very trusting here. However, yeah, there's bike racks in the plaza and in front of some of the buildings. There are. We should get some more, of course. Yeah. But the Bostonians were pretty. They were happy that no one was trying to wildly drive over them. Like Boston on Com Ave. But two, there's lots of places you can ride your bike to and park it right there. So, wow, Eric, you knew all the answers. And Rose, you did a good job.
I did okay. Yeah, my
See?
first time.
This is not that hard, right? I'm just so amazed that people come in and ask me questions. Last time they asked me about a forte piano, I was so shocked that someone would come in and ask me that question. So random, right? Guys, this has been wonderful. You guys, I'm excited about the postcards from Dvorak.